Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Lars here. Today, we're going to go ahead and dive in and check out some battles. Now, very first battle off the bat, they have a Toxapex and Chestnut pair, like peanut butter and jelly. And for all those outside of the US, go ahead, think of whatever you want to think of that goes together, right? So go ahead, take care of this Sableye, and we cost us a shield, but in the end, we still retain the lead. And my opponent here is actually another content creator, albeit a much more famous one. His name is I think it's Homesickhenry, but really, really famous guy, really good. And it could go either way. Sometimes he wins, sometimes I win. But yeah, we did get lucky. Lady Luck was on our side, and we pulled off a victory. So, Brian, again, Toxapex really defensively bulky, but lacks that oomph, to do any like hardcore damage. There's a second Brian, and we're just farming it down. We think, well, now we know, but back then we thought that they had a Chestnut, and we were right. So why not? If they're not switching, neither will we. Go ahead and charge up that energy. Charge up that flamethrower. They quick switch to Chestnut. We are throwing number one of two flamethrowers. There we go. They shield. Go ahead and throw number two, like so. There we go. And now we're bringing in Medicham, and they're going to get two Frenzy Plants, ready to go back to back, but that's fine. Let the first one hit us. It's not going to kill us. There's one. And then here comes number two. Go ahead and shield this one. And then we're going to get this Psychic off just before they can switch. There we go. Here comes the Psychic. And then we wave goodbye to their Chestnut. And then it's just a matter of punching this Toxapex to death. And, they get one Brine off, but again, due to its low attack stat, it's just not happening. We hang on with a sliver of health. Of course, we have Bastiodon on the back, so we're good. On to the next one. So we have a Dragonair, and with Dragonair, like always, we're just going to let the first one hit us and throw a Stone Edge. Now, this person has a different backfield than I was expecting. I was expecting Bastiodon and Medicham, but they actually have Trevenant, so that really, really caught me by surprise. But there's a Shadow Ball. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to return it with a Sludge Bomb. They do shield, like so. Bastiodon, we're going to go ahead and bring him on in. And now go ahead, shield this one. There we go. Another Shadow Ball, and then we say goodbye to their Trevenant. And so now it's Dragonair versus our Bastiodon. Luckily, they do get a Aqua Tail off. So it's our Medicham versus a Noctowl, which is great news for us because we do have a shield. So throw that power up punch. Go ahead, shield whatever Noctowl wants to throw, be it, Sky Attack or Shadow Ball, whatever. Throw a Psychic, put Noctowl out of its misery, put it to bed early, and then a couple more punches later, and victory is ours. A Lanturn lead. Go ahead, switch to Medicham. Now they are bringing in Altaria. Always good to wait and see what they're going to do. If they do throw this Sky Attack, just let them kill you, because the last thing we want is to have Altaria win with a little bit of health left, because we want the Dawn to come on in and farm this sucker down. So just keep on throwing that fast move, don't shield, and don't use any energy. There we go. And Altaria is down. We're going to throw this Stone Edge, like so. They quick switch to Trevenant, no problem. Flamethrower with its name on it, like so. And there it is. And just leave Bastiodon in. Make him waste some energy to kill us. And there we go. There's a Shadow Ball, and now Victory Bell is in. And just to be safe, we probably know they're going to try to bluff us here. But to be safe, we're shielding. And we're going to shield the second one just for good measure. There we go. And now it is our Victory Bell versus their Lanturn. Throw this Leaf Tornado. It breaks their attack. So now, if it's Surf, if it's Thunderbolt, doesn't matter. Because we resist it and because their attack is broken, we're good. No problem. On to the next battle. So we have a shiny Gunfisk, or no regular Gunfisk. I think shiny one's coming up later. Rock Slide, they don't even attempt to hide it. Normally they'll charge up Earthquake, but this person's like, you know what? Whatever, Rock Slide. We break their attack, but just to be safe, go ahead, shield this one. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to shield the second one because we want the lead, right? We're a very jealous, greedy person. We want the lead, and if it's going to cost us two shields, it's going to cost us two shields. But now all we have to do is go ahead and throw this Psychic here. There's a Psychic, and now I guarantee you this person has Ice Punch and probably not either Power Up Punch or, the other fighting charge move, but there's no way they had Psychic. Otherwise, I would have been toast. So they quick switch to Azumarill. We are bringing in Bastiodon and throw this Stone Edge right here, like so. There it is. Now keep on, and don't be too quick to, pull the trigger for this Stone Edge. Wait and make sure that you can bring in Medicham, because the last thing we want is for their Medicham to get a leg up and to really be able to farm us down for energy. So there we go. Now we can quick switch to our Medicham. They're bringing in Gunfisk, and now all that's left to do is throw the Psychic, and that's that. We win. And there it is. So I included this one, even though it's the only good lead you'll see, because it's important to know if they do bring in Toxicroak, you're going to have to sacrifice 2 shields to retain the lead to their 1, so they'll have 1 shield left. But it is so important. Just remember, you got to do it. Yeah, it's not a great position to be in, but, it's better than the alternative, which is giving up the lead. And since both of our Pokemon in the back are weak to flying, might as well just quit at that point, right? So it becomes our Medicham versus their Lanturn. Go ahead and throw the Psychic. Had they shielded, we would have brought in, Bastiodon and hopefully gotten that Stone Edge off and killed Altaria. So, next battle, Trevenant versus Bastiodon. Let's go ahead. Same as always, business as usual, right? Shadow Ball, throw the Flamethrower. There we go. Bringing in Victory Belt. They are bringing in Knocked Out. Now, this was my wife's attack. Plays it differently. She shields here. And she shields because she wanted to make sure that she removed their very last shield. There it is. So now Bastiodon's going to come in, and the Dawn is just going to farm Noctowl down. They think they can kill it, and they get really close. But she was positive that she could charge up that flamethrower and have it ready to go. I was actually watching her during this battle, and I thought she was nuts for doing this, but it ended up working out. So she uses it, and now she quick switches to Medicham. And so she knew it was going to be a Seed Bomb, that they were going to try to fake us out. The second charge move has to be a Seed Bomb. It cannot be anything else. Not enough time to charge up that Shadow Ball. She throws a Psychic, and then go ahead and throw this Power Up Punch, like so. This person is just charging Rock Slide, right? So now we know that they have 2 Rock Slides charged. She even double checked with me. I was sure, she was sure. Quick switch to Bastiodon. Let Bastiodon take that Rock Slide, and then one more punch, and it's over. Good victory. I was thoroughly impressed with that one. So we quick switch to Medicham. They are bringing in Alolan Ninetales. This time it knows Charm. And so go ahead, charge up that Psychic, throw the Psychic. We're going to lose, but at least we cost them a shield, which is important. All right, there's a Weather Ball, and then we're just going to farm it on down. And here comes a Lanturn. Throw the Stone Edge, like so. There we go. And just like the previous team, this one has a Noctowl in the back as well. So we're actually going to do it a little bit differently. We're going to throw this Leaf Tornado and try to break its attack like you just saw. And the reason why, you'll see here in a second. There is a Shadow Ball right there. Since its attack is broken, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. And now we can tank a Surf. So it needs to get 4 Surfs off in order to kill us, which it ain't going to do, right? That's not going to happen. So there's number 2. Here come, or not, sorry, yeah, 2. I can count, I promise. There's 3, and that's that. They cannot get the 4th one off, and we win. Let's check out the next one. She's really, really close to Legend right now. I think she, hopefully. So we switch to Victory Belt. They bring in Charizard, and one of the few times you'll actually hear me utter, our Victory Belt takes care of that Charizard, right? Something you'll rarely see. So Medicham is back in, and we're just going to use Power Up Punch. We're going to shield this first Earthquake. They will get one more Earthquake off, but it's better to be a little bit more conservative. And yeah, I would have, yeah, just yeah. Imagine like killing a Charizard with a Victory Bell and then losing. That would have sucked. So luckily, all was well. She ended up winning. Man, that was nerve-wracking. So go ahead and throw this Power-Up Punch. This Alolan Ninetales doesn't have Charm, so really good news for us. Another Power-Up Punch. We're going to go ahead and let this one hit us. Weather Ball. And now we're looking really good. We are going to take the lead away from them. We're going to gain the lead. So there's a Power-Up Punch. They're going to use their last shield, and as are we. There we go. Another Weather Ball. And so now we see a Noctowl. And yeah, we don't get that Psychic off, but Bastiodon is coming in. And then the Dawn, at this point, it's over, right? Nothing they can do. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's check out. I believe this is the last battle of the night. We are switching to Victory Bell, and now they're playing it extremely just like, normal. Throw the Ice Punch, except they leave Medicham in, which is very, very unusual. Normally, they'll throw their Ice Punch and then switch out. There's shield number 2. They are bringing in Walrein, and so we're bringing in Bastiodon, and Bastiodon, since it's not a Shadow Walrein, we're okay to tank this Earthquake, and then we have enough, energy, should they have a Flyer in the back, that we're good. But it's not a Flyer, it's a Diggersby. Not Bunnelby, but Diggersby, right? I always mix the two in my head. So, there we go. Go ahead. This Earthquake, not much we can do. And then it's Medicham v Medicham. We're going to use another Power-Up Punch, like so. And then they're going to get an Ice Punch off. And then one more Power-Up Punch. And there we go. And now we're going to go ahead and luckily, they used a Fire Punch because we can bring in Bastiodon, use this Flamethrower, and they're going to get one last Fire Punch off. And because they don't get stabbed, because it's a weak move, we hang on by the skin of our teeth. Thank you all for watching and have a great and wonderful